Hello everybody, it's time for the big final then. Wembley hosts two major European champions in the Westie TV Champions League final. We started back in February and today in June, a few days before the World Cup, we meet at Wembley once again. Real Madrid, at the stadium they won in 2024, take on Liverpool. This is going to be a big night. So then, one last team as friends before they become enemies in the United States, Canada and Mexico. Courtois starts in goal for Real Madrid. Mendy gets his first start with Rudiger, Militao and Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga comes into the midfield with Valverde as the captain. Vinicius Jr., Bellingham, Rodrigo. But Kylian Mbappe starts up front for Real Madrid. Well, all the way from the playoff round, Real Madrid have strode. Beat Manchester United on penalties and Paris Saint-Germain with a penalty too. Maybe they need to go to the spot kicks tonight to take on Liverpool. Liverpool, on the other hand, have had a very good week. Beat Bayern Munich from open play. And also a successful quarter-final too. Well then, Arne Slot in his last game for the club. Salah and Robertson too. But Alisson starts in goal. With Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate and Frimpong the back four. Nguemo, McAllister, Plesher and Mo Salah with the captain's armband. Szoboszlai and Isak start up front. This is a big one then. The Westie TV Champions League is going to culminate here tonight. Red versus white. Real Madrid versus Liverpool. We're underway at Wembley. The home of English football and the home of the Westie TV Champions League. There's no better setting than under the arch to lift the Champions League. Here's Valverde. To try and blast away through. Rio Nguemo picks it off the Real Madrid captain. Here's Szoboszlai. Really running forward for Liverpool. Here's Nguemo. Chip forward, looking for Szoboszlai again. It's headed clear by Militao. Rodrigo down for Trent. Bellingham. Rodrigo. Here's Trent Alexander-Arnold against his former club tonight as well in this big final. Mbappe. Bellingham cut off by Konate, and well, that takes the sting out the Real Madrid attack. Well, Liverpool were last here in December, of course, for the Westie TV Charity Cup final. That ended 5-3 to Paris Saint-Germain, I believe, that night, if my memory serves correctly. It was a rout that went as far as it could go, but keep an eye for Vinicius Jr. on the other side tonight. He's on the ball now, and well, he's got space for Real Madrid. Knocks it forward into Mbappe. Cuts off for Ferland Mendy. Mendy! Oh! Alisson with a huge save. Well, one last game for Arne Slot. He's been allowed to take charge of the final by the Liverpool support and the Liverpool board. It was a good send-off before. Oh, Rudiger! Good save by Alisson. Two big stops in just a few minutes. Here's Rio Nguemo. Robertson into Virgil van Dijk. The last thing these two met in the final, it was 2022 in Paris, and Karim Benzema and Vinicius Jr. got the goal that night that separated two sides that were so evenly matched all season long. And Thibaut Courtois was the hero that night. He starts again tonight, of course, for Real Madrid. Here's Bellingham. Vinicius Jr. Well, it will be Jose Mourinho on the touchline for Real Madrid next season. Arbeloa given one last chance to try and lead Real Madrid to glory. A foul for Real Madrid to have a go. Konate punched forward and McAllister on the ball. Salah, captain's armband for his last Liverpool game tonight. The Egyptian king would love one more trophy to his tally. Here's McAllister. Van Dijk. Konate to Virgil van Dijk again. Robertson. Rio Ngamoa. This boy is a star. He's an absolute star. Well, there is excitement all up and down Liverpool about what next season could bring under Areola. Chipped across the box into the back post. Mbappe's there. Konate knocks out for a corner kick. And the Real Madrid end roars. Listen to that. It has started to rain in the commentary box here at Wembley. Just a little tad. You can start to feel. Well, might be the roof leaking. We'll see. Valverde whipped deep into the box for Kylian Mbappe. Pressure at the back post was marking him. Rodrigo brought into Mbappe once more. Laid across for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Oh my word! The Liverpool boy has scored for Los Blancos against them in the final. Oh my word. Real Madrid love it. Liverpool love it. And Trent Alexander-Arnold has put Real Madrid in front of the final. Oh my word, half an hour played then, and Real Madrid have the lead. And it's Trent Alexander-Arnold in the first major meetings of his career back against Liverpool. He scores, and it's from a corner and a brilliant little set piece from Real Madrid. Really well worked. He's Martin Plescher, Liverpool's top scorer in this competition, and a real assist maker too. He's going to try and get Liverpool going to the World Cup with Croatia. He's going to be huge this summer. You can watch his games live on Westie TV as well. You're not going to want to miss that. They are the dark horses, Croatia, as they always have been. Bellingham, clever into Rodrigo. Clever more from Rodrigo. Valverde's lining one up. He scored from that range in the Charity Cup final in 2024, and he might try so again. Plescher playing it forward for Alexander Isak. Cut out and thrown down by Rudiger. Plescher, Soberslai. Frimpong. Martin Plescher, edge of the area. Laid across for Soberslai! It's still on for Liverpool. And Dominic Soberslai found the end of Martin Plescher's pass. Hit it first time through the legs of Militao. And Arne Slott's side are back in it. Hit the noise, Liverpool, all the way from that end. What a hit from the Hungarian. And Liverpool back on level terms, going into the half-time break. Arbeloa, he will be furious going into this half-time break. It's his team talk ripped up completely. And Real Madrid, well, what momentum are they going to come out with in this second half? Liverpool with it all. This is going to be exciting. Don't go away. Half-time, Real Madrid 1, Liverpool 1 in the final. Ready for more then. Second half underway here at Wembley, and well, Real Madrid and Liverpool are honours shared even after 45 minutes. And well, a goal from the boy who left for nothing. Or Szoboszlai, poor touch, and Militao's there. Fortune maybe favours the bowl for Real Madrid. Here's Trent into Rodrigo, and now he's gone in late. Robertson, and now this is going to be big for Madrid. Andy Robertson's gone down. What's it going to be? Yellow card. Well, he went in very late, Andy Robertson. Jude Bellingham's not happy about that. And well, I honestly think that Andy Robertson is the luckiest man alive. The last big player to get sent off in his last game for a club. For his team would have been Zidane, 06. Very, very similar shades. Valverde knocking it into the box, and Virgil van Dijk rises highest. Robertson. Konate. Pleasure to Salah. Pleasure. Salah to Frimpong. Liverpool on the counter. Here's Mo Salah again. Inside for Liverpool. Mendy shrugs him off, and Rudiger gets it clear. Here's Mbappe. Good effort to pick up the ball. Here's Bellingham. Don't miss him at the World Cup this summer, wearing number 10 under Thomas Tuchel's side. You don't want to miss it. This is an exciting, very, very exciting summer of sport ahead here on Westie TV. You don't want to miss it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Here's Rio and Gamoa. Coming up on the hour mark now, and Liverpool have, well, you might say Liverpool might be thinking they've come closest in this second half. The Madrid momentum has fallen. Here's Ferland Mendy with a good tackle to knock it out for Liverpool throw. Here's Camavinga. Ferland Mendy again. Valverde. Bellingham wide to Vinicius. Here's Ferland Mendy. Brought wide to Camavinga. Lob forward to Vinicius Jr. Down the left-hand side for Real Madrid. Crossed into the box. Van Dijk clears away. And Camavinga. Well, Liverpool. Dangerous game. We've seen it happen once this season, but those pass backs give me flashbacks to Aaron Ramsdale for Wimbledon. Here's Mbappe! Throw in for Real Madrid. We're going to see some substitutions now. Tchouaméni coming on for Camavinga. Interestingly, starting into the midfield with Valverde. And Dominic Szoboszlai comes off for Florian Wirtz. Which is a huge surprising change, I think, for Liverpool. The set-piece specialist comes off in favour of Florian Wirtz, who hasn't had the best start to his Liverpool career. But here's Wirtz now. Isak. Pleasure. Salah to Pleasure again. Salah whipping across the box, and Courtois comes to collect. Don't forget extra time and penalties tonight if it requires it. Oh no, my word. Frimpong, that was nearly lethal. Here's Vinicius Jr. Kept running. He didn't stop. And Alisson dispatches the ball to Rio and Gamoa on the left-hand side. Here's Rio and Gamoa into Florian Wirtz again. Trent. Back to Rudiger. Here's Rodrigo. And the right side with Real Madrid. Played into Trent. 10 minutes left to go here at Wembley. Valverde, Vinicius Jr., Mbappe on the edge of the area. And well, Liverpool have 10 men behind the ball. Here's Bellingham. Crossed over for Vinicius, but doesn't find it. Finds Frimpong instead. Now here's Mo Salah. Liverpool have got 5 more minutes to try and get a winner here. Is it going to be time? Rio Ngamoa skips past Trent Alexander-Arnold. Whipped into the box. Wirtz is there. Militao plays it out to Trent. And now Real Madrid might have a go. Here's Jude Bellingham. Wants to play the pass, but can't quite get there. Bellingham. Now, here we go. Trent into Rodrigo. Inside the area for Real Madrid. Here's Bellingham. Crossed in by Rodrigo. Mbappe there. Alisson with a great save. And Brahim Diaz is coming on. Mbappe's off. And Mo Salah says goodbye to Liverpool as Federico Chiesa comes on. Well, the 2 stars are off. Valverde knocking it into the box. Oh! Rudiger almost had it. Well, Arne Slot knows that now it's going to be extra time, and Liverpool and Real Madrid will have a shot at another 30 minutes. Nothing can separate them, then it's penalties in the Westie TV Champions League final 2026. Full end of the second half, 1-1. Welcome back, everybody. Well, Real Madrid were almost knocking at the door towards the end there, with Liverpool have kept them out enough. And Alvaro Carreras comes on for Vinicius Jr. And Martin Pleasure comes off for Liverpool too. So a bit of a shock, to say. We'll see Martin Pleasure at the World Cup in a week's time. Here's Brahim Diaz. And Brahim Diaz, if he has to go to penalties tonight, I'm sure he would not try Panenka. Here's Wirtz. Endo playing on to Rio Ngamoa. Well, it was Milos Kerkez who took Liverpool forward at the last to win the league stage of the competition a few weeks ago. He sits on the bench tonight. Andy Robertson is still in the play. Here's Bellingham into Tchouaméni again. Valverde. Tchouaméni. Ferland Mendy. The Frenchman in space on the left-hand side. Oh, that's for the cross brought in, and Alisson comes to collect. It is a very good catch. Chiesa into Frimpong. Real Madrid starting to maybe feel the pressure a little bit now. 1 minute added on. Endo playing it forward for Chiesa. Liverpool might have some daylight here. Here's Federico Chiesa. Laid back to Endo. McAllister. Here's Alexander Isak. Good save by Courtois. Is that the end of the ET? It's not. Arda Güler comes on for Jude Bellingham, and well, that's Kerkez. Well, he's proved himself. Where's he going to play? Chiesa whipping it in, and he's looking for Ibrahima Konate. He's going to Real Madrid at the end of this season. Chiesa across for Wirtz, and Militao acrobatically clears. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is half-time and extra time. Are we going to find a winner, or is it going to be 5 spot kicks each? Don't go away. Second half underway shortly. Here we go again then. 15 more minutes of regulation before it all starts to get a bit spicy. Carvajal comes on as Rodrigo's off. And Jones comes on for McAllister. Liverpool really using the depth now. Here's Milos Kerkez. Here's Wataru Endo. Here's Chiesa. Liverpool have replenished that entire attack now from where they started. But Rio Engamoa, I must say, has been the spark. Tchouaméni. Here's Arda Güler for Real Madrid. Here comes the Turk, shooting. Here's Alvaro Carreras. And offside. We're having a few camera issues. Apologies if you are seeing this. And, well, I don't know about that. Well, Alisson at the back is furious, and he's going to have to save some penalties in a minute otherwise. Unless Liverpool can find a way to get out of jail. Liverpool won the Carabao Cup final on penalties against Chelsea a few years ago. The FA Cup final as well. Curtis Jones. Robertson. Jones again into Wataru Endo. Frimpong chip forward for Federico Chiesa. Last 5 minutes of ET. Brought into the box. Militao clears and Rudiger has to dispatch that to Carreras. Now Real Madrid, will they go for broke? Here's Dani Carvajal. Trent Alexander-Arnold brought into Federico Valverde. Brahim Diaz. Tchouaméni. Endo gets in the way. And it will, ladies and gentlemen, be most likely now going to penalties. There we go. Normal and extra times played. 5 spot kicks will separate two teams from the Westie TV Champions League. Well, synchronised from Virgil and Canate, but at full time, in extra time, it's 1-1 the score. We go to spot kicks. Here we go then, Arda Güler for Real Madrid in the final. Straight down the middle, easy as you like from the Turk. Rio Engamoa, the pressure on this young 16-year-old. Perfect penalty from Rio Engamoa. Bright future. Here's Trent Alexander-Arnold. Put Madrid ahead in the shootout. Saved! Alisson gets down and denies him. Wirtz now. Down the middle. Cool as you like. Here's Militao versus Alisson. Misses. This is going to get harder. Good penalty from the Brazilian. And Virgil van Dijk against Courtois. Wrong foot's the keeper. Great penalty. Captain's penalty. Valverde up for Real Madrid. Good penalty from Valverde. They're still in it with a shout. Now Chiesa. Keep Liverpool within the touching distance. Oh, he saved it. Now Brahim Diaz with the 5th penalty. Had this in AFCON a few months ago. Brave to go down the middle again. It's going to be Wataru Endo to keep Liverpool in it. If Courtois saves it, Real Madrid are champions. Good penalty from Endo. Now Tchouaméni. Sudden death now. Good penalty from Tchouaméni. Alisson dived correctly, but it just was a bit too far under. And now Curtis Jones against Courtois again. The pressure's all on Liverpool. Oh, he's missed it! Courtois saves it, and Real Madrid are champions again. Jones hit his penalty straight down the middle. Courtois said thank you very much. I mean, this is it again. I mean, that is the worst penalty I've seen in a long, long time. But Real Madrid then are the champions. What a season it's been. A turbulent end to Real Madrid's season, but Arbeloa brings them a trophy. It might not be the real Champions League, but the Westie TV Champions League. We started with 12 teams. We end with one champion. Real Madrid win here at Wembley. Well, they've battled all the way from the playoffs to reach here. They've won on penalties against Manchester United, beat Paris Saint-Germain, the reigning European champions, and Charity Cup winners too. But Real Madrid have stunned them all. A team in disarray has become Westie TV's best. Real Madrid then, champions of the Champions League again. A spectacular evening for Los Blancos ends in silverware. The golden finish that everybody wanted in Madrid's home tonight. And Valverde will lift that aloft. Real Madrid then, champions of Europe once more. And, well, champions of the Westie TV Champions League is quite an exciting little topic. We can't not be happy for them. Thank you for all your support on this series over the past 4 months. And it ends Real Madrid are your Westie TV Champions League winners. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And goodbye.